What's up, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got episode number 169 of the San Diego Padres franchise mode back on MLB 20 the show. Let's get straight into our next season, which is the 2028 MLB season. Yeah, we're getting into it. Alright, so starting off with the retirees, Yasiel Puig's retiring as a member of the Blue Jays. Tommy Pham, former Padre, is retiring as a Chicago White Sox. Yeah, he's 40 years old now. Also, we got Jacob deGrom, forgot to click on him, but he's retiring. Clayton Kershaw retires as a member of the Miami Marlins. That's an interesting visual right there, and that's about it with the big names. Jesus Aguilar also retires, by the way, too. And Clayton Kershaw will go into the Hall of Fame. No deGrom going to the Hall of Fame. Interesting right there. Moving on to free agency, let's try to bring back some of our guys. Chris Paddock, giving him a big deal. Nolan Aronado, really don't want to bring him back at the moment, so we're going to set him aside. Jose Castillo, got to bring him back. Our best lefty pitcher out of the bullpen. Chu Min, I guess, we'll bring back as well. Some pretty big deals being handed out right now. And we will bring back Vogie. Daniel Vogelbach, welcome to the team. I mean, hopefully he resigns with us, and this is going to be the team going into this free agency period. Of course, some changes will be made, but for now, this is the team we are dealing with, and for now, this is what our starting rotation looks like. It is still Bond, Gore, Swan, Paddock, and Castillo. Hopefully we can keep these guys together for next year. All right, so everyone resigns but Chris Paddock. Paddock wants some more money, so we're going to try to give it to him. Trying to give him a big deal. The problem is we don't have enough money. Yeah, we're not making enough money to give Paddock a contract, so he's going to hit free agency. We're going to try to bring back Chris Paddock very soon, but for now, Paddock's hitting free agency for the first time in his career. I mean, we got to look at guys such as Robbie Ray, potentially if we can't get Paddock back. I mean, again, just a lot of these guys who are kind of past their prime. Steven Matz is here, Jameson Taillon. I mean, there's just not that many options for the Padres in free agency, and yeah, let's head on over now to, again, we're trying to re-sign some of these guys. Brett Castillo's an 88 overall in his second year, after his second year in the league. Really want to bring him back. We get a really cheap deal for Castillo. Also, Tommy Portillo might end up playing this season in the outfield, so we're going to bring him back, the contact machine, the speed demon as well. All right, on to free agency, David Pearson will sign with the Milwaukee Brewers. Tanner Tully will head on over to the Tampa Bay Rays. Gonna get a pretty solid contract over there, $10.62 million a year for him. And yeah, Chris Paddock still hasn't re-signed with the team. I don't know what's up. We did offer him a deal that we could afford. Now we're trying to rework it, but now, like, we can't even offer him a solid deal. So we have a pretty crappy deal for Paddock in place right now. Gonna try to bring him back. Michael Kopech goes to the Cubs, the flamethrower. Yikes, that record last year was not very good. And this is something we're gonna have to consider. Mike Trout is 36 years old now, 89 overall. It was a fun 2 seasons with him, but you gotta think about a potential trade here for Mike Trout. Now, I'm not saying we're gonna absolutely do so, but if we're going to try to clear up any cap, we might have to get rid of Trout. I'm just saying, he had a good 2 years, but he's getting up there, and okay. Chris Paddock, no longer a member of the San Diego Padres. He's been here throughout this entire series. He's heading to the Detroit Tigers. He's getting 3 years, $27.64 million a year. That hurts. Oh, man. Okay, well, Chris Paddock, have fun in Detroit. Nick Madrigal goes to the Washington Nationals, but Chris Paddock, man, one of the faces of this franchise mode is no longer with your Padres, and I think we might have to get rid of Mike Trout, man. We really might have to, because we have no money. He's making $35.5 million a year for, I mean, we got some guys in the outfield that could potentially take over for him. Tommy Portillo is a guy like that. Throw Mike Trout in with 2 prospects and Juan Soto. I mean, and Ronald Acuna, okay, dude, and Shane Bieber too, but it's really Soto or Acuna. I guess Victor Robles was there too, but come on, Soto for Mike Trout, 2 prospects, both A potentials, but you gotta make this move, right? We do clear up $11 million in cap room with this trade, sending Mike Trout over to the Bronx, to the New York Yankees for Juan Soto, and oh my goodness, we've done it. We have paired now the 2 faces of baseball in Juan Soto and Fernando Tatis Jr. on the same team. And I know Ronald Acuna Jr. probably is the 3rd face of baseball for the future, but still, we have got Soto and we have got Tatis. And also, we're going to try to bring back Nolan Arenado. I want him to play exclusively at first base this season. A cheap 1-year deal for Nolan Arenado. I mean, $11 million, but we can't afford it now. So we're going to bring him onto the team. Also, we're going to go with a guy from El Paso. It's going to be Dave McDermott. is going to be our fifth starter this year out of Missouri. Sure, welcome to the starting rotation. I don't love that move, but we got to have someone, I guess. On to free agency again, Tariq Skubal will head on over to Texas to play for the Rangers. Gabriel Moreno will head on over to Houston to play for the Astros. And there is your big trade right there. Juan Soto for Mike Trout and a couple prospects. Luis Campillo was there too, but we had to get rid of him. Getting Juan Soto on the team is absolutely huge. And Nolan Aronado, again, welcome back to the team. 90 overall, third baseman, but we're going to make it official right now. Nolan Aronado is going to be officially a first baseman on this team. Daniel Vogelbach, again, with our money situation being terrible right now, we gotta move some of these contracts. And Daniel Vogelbach might be next, I don't know. But Brusdar Graterol, the former Dodgers, headed on over to their rivals down in the Bay. He's gonna play for the San Francisco Giants. And Edwin Diaz, 99 overall closer, will be heading on over to Fenway Park to pitch for the Boston Red Sox. All right. Yeah, Chu Min, another one of these guys making a lot of money. He's one of just these guys in our bullpen who has been a former All-Star in the past, but if we can get a really cheap replacement for him, like a guy like this, Roel Ramirez, currently playing for the Redbirds, it's the Cardinals AAA team. I like this move, Chu Min for him, basically straight up. I mean, about the same age. I know Ramirez is a little bit older. He hasn't pitched in the majors yet. It's a risky move, but if we're trying to move contracts and we're trying to save a lot of money, hell, we just saved $6.5 million with that trade. I will take it. And also, former Padre Luis Patino will be heading on over to the St. Louis Cardinals as well. Maybe thinking that we should have kept him at this point, but whatever. Alex Kirilloff will now be heading on over, by the way, to the Giants as well. Big right fielder coming over from Minnesota over there. And the former Padre, Taylor Trammell, is heading on over to Miami to play for the Marlins. And also, another former Padre, Andrew Vaughn, is being moved. He is now going to Atlanta to play for the Atlanta Braves. And another, oh my goodness, another former Padre, the greatest fielder in postseason history. It is Trent Grisham. He is heading on over to Southside. He's going to play for the White Sox. And the Marte Parte is heading on over to Colorado. Ketel Marte will be playing over there in Denver. And this is your starting lineup for this 2028 Padres team. We're going to bat Abrams, Soto, Tatis, Bryant, Rodriguez, Schwarber, Reynolds, Arenado. That is one deadly lineup right there. This team should still be the favorite to win it all. And this is your starting rotation. It will be Bond, of course, the reigning Cy Young, Mackenzie Gore, Johnny Swan, Brett Castillo, and Dave McDermott. Real quick, we're going straight to the MLB draft. We got a solid draft, but the problem is, currently, we can't sign any of these guys because we have zero money. So I'm sorry, Daniel Vogelbach, legend of the series, but we got to move on. We get a pretty good prospect over there in Billy, second baseman for the Cincinnati Reds. I don't care. We just need some money to sign these guys. We freed it up. We got most of those prospects. We are like down bad though. We are really down bad with money, but our team's doing all right heading now into the All-Star break. And Mitch Keller, wow, is going to be heading on over to Detroit, playing for his first team other than the Pirates in this series. Pretty big move right there for the 96 overall. And Nick Lodolo is going from Miami over to St. Louis to pitch for the Cardinals. We are currently 56-37 at the All-Star break, 2.5 games above the San Francisco Giants. That's where we need to be at this point in the season. It is okay. All-Stars, Wes Benjamin, yeah, coming up from AAA. He's 34 years old, first year in the majors. He's an All-Star. Jose Castillo is again an All-Star. I don't know what year this is for him, but probably at number 5, his 5th All-Star appearance. Chu Min, probably an All-Star as well. Glad he's doing well over there in St. Louis. And Freddie Alvarado, I think, is barely just going to miss the cut for the All-Star game as well. CJ Abrams will make it in as a backup as well. Manny Machado is going to make it, former Padre, of course. Tatis actually won't make it this year. Not a very good first half of the season for him. And that's about it for the All-Stars. Acuna makes it over there, and yeah, no Juan Soto as well. So the Padres not doing as well as they usually would at this point in the season. Casey Mize, by the way, going from New York over to LA, the big pitcher right there. Really nasty slider to cutter for Casey Mize. But yeah, this is the Padres going now into the end of the season, currently 93-63, make it 93-64, but they will win this NL West again, barely 2 games above the San Francisco Giants. Gonna finish out here with about a record of 95-66, and they will finish with the number 2 seed in the National League playoffs, and they will play host in the first series to the defending World Series champions, the Washington Nationals. Problem, yeah, CJ Abrams got injured at the very end of the season, so we don't have a second baseman. Carmen Santos can't play in the playoffs for some weird restriction, so we don't have a backup second baseman. We're gonna play Trey Cabbage, 87 overall. Somehow he's better than Chris Bryant now. I don't know how, but we're gonna play him at second base. Probably a lot of errors there, but it's what we got to do at this point in the season, and this is your matchup. It is the 86 and 76 Washington Nationals taking on the 96 and 66 San Diego Padres. Game 1, we're going to sim it out. We're looking pretty good here early in this game. Chris Bond giving us a very good ball game, and the San Diego Padres will win Game 1 at home at Petco Park. Game 2, let's just get straight into it. Let's sim this one out in just a second. Let's see if Mackenzie Gore can give us a really good outing out there and put us up 2-0. We lose. Oh my goodness, we lose 2 games straight. So again, we're facing elimination. Game 4, last year we lost to the Mets in the first round. Can we beat the NL East champions this year in the Washington Nationals? Can we take out the defending World Series champs, Brett Castillo, at the mound? And oh my goodness, we give up 5 in the bottom of the 8th. And Tanner Rainey is gonna probably end this one. And yep, the Washington Nationals defeat the San Diego Padres in the NLDS. Adonis Medina with an incredible performance for them. The Nationals actually go to the World Series. They lose to the Toronto Blue Jays though. But damn, the Padres again go out in the first round. A good regular season just ends in disappointment in the postseason. Keston Hiura wins MVP for the NL. Chris Bond goes back-to-back with the Cy Young right there. Good season for him, but again, just a disappointing ending to the season for your Padres as, again, they go out in back-to-back years in the NLDS. And folks, thank y'all for watching episode number 169 of the San Diego Padres franchise mode here on the channel. If you have not yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below for more. And Mamba forever.